Greetings, Inquisitors. Glad to see you all here tonight. We're going to have some interesting stuff, I think. We're going to have some Grand Arena fun. Going to play around with a team that may or may not be a winning team, but it's going to be something that I'm messing around with just to have fun. So while we wait for a few minutes to see if a few more people join into the stream before we launch into the Division 11 Grand Arena, I'm going to talk a little bit about a team that I'm going to be playing tonight, and we're going to try something crazy and see how it works out. So, I think people have seen or heard before of putting Piet into a Vader team, so that as Darth Vader is taking turns, he can get more and more attack power and potency. So for each stack of the Emperor's Trap, it gives 6% offense and potency per stack. So if you get a bunch of these stacks on Vader, then in theory, a character that's already hitting like a truck is going to hit like an even bigger truck with more offense and potency. Now, what we're going to try to do instead, we've got an opponent with a big Geo team, and their Brood Alpha is like Relic 5, I think, or something like that. So I actually set up my defense so that I could try out this team with the Troopers and Vader. Now, this is before my upgrades for this week, so obviously I don't have my Relic Snow Trooper or Darth Vader set up like this. You see I gear 12'd him already. But, yeah, my friend just Relic 13 on every Ewok. Yeah, Arnold did that in his stream, I guess. He took the Ewoks all up to Relic level, so he's betting that they're going to be good in the New Conquest game mode. So I hope he's right. It'd be interesting to find out that the Ewoks are suddenly awesome. So for this team, Vader's speed, even with the buffs that he gets, won't be over the Troopers. So the whole Trooper mechanic will go off first, and I'll get my buffs up and turns, and Snow Trooper will go and all that stuff. Now his Geo Brood Alpha is going to be faster than my Darth Vader. So his Brood Alpha is going to get one turn. But then what we're going to do is we're going to do Merciless Massacre and just stack up all kinds of stacks of Emperor's Trap, do damage, and see if we can get back around to Snow Trooper and actually get a kill on one of the Geos. I don't think it's going to work with my characters at the gear level that they're at now, in this locked in for this round of Grand Arena, but I wanted to give it a try, and you guys are going to get to witness how that works out. So it's either going to be fun or it's going to be a failure. So we've got this Padme team out here, and I thought this could be a good example. It's got a Relic 3 on it and a bunch of Gear 12s, 100,000 galactic power. So this is roughly the same level as what we're facing. And of course, like I said, the team won't be this good in the Grand Arena yet, but let's just see if it works like I think it works. So here we go with the Troopers, and we're going to give this over to Stark. Do damage to everybody. Oh boy, that didn't work. Okay, Anakin got mad and killed everybody. All right, well, won't work against the Padme team. That Yoda almost killed him in one shot. Okay, but anyway, would have been nice to show the idea. Could have done it against the Night Sisters, but they would have all been dead before Vader got to take a turn. So that's the hope. That's the hope. We're going to be able to put Vader into our Trooper team and grind down the Geos that are going to be ahead of us. And I thought it would be entertaining for you guys to see, so I had to save my Vader and my Troopers for offense, of course. But then I had to save another team for offense because if I don't, if that doesn't work out, I still have to be able to beat the team in front of fleets. Yeah, that JKA was Relic 3. He got upset right there. My Troopers, they look good, but they're they're made out of glass. So the reason my low-level troopers look pretty good is because the opponent typically never gets to take a turn. Really, it's the snow trooper with a cast of 4 supports at this point. All right. So let's go over here and read chat. You have Relic 5 Snow Trooper. How did you get it so fast? It's your first Relic character is not that hard. So if you get into a decent guild as early as you can, and there are good guilds out there that are going to let you in, they're going to let you mess around. Guilds that are, easily clearing the raids. I had most of that gear just, from playing for 120 days, just all the raids that were done and everything else. I had a bunch of the gear. All I needed to do was finish out some pieces for the collector, and I needed like 1 piece of gold gear in one area and 2 pieces in another, and it was almost made for me. So I really didn't have to do that much for the Relic. Just finish off a couple of those things. And I will say, especially out of the fleet node, I did look up on Swgoh.gg what I would need to Relic this character, and I did, farm those nodes on fleet to make sure we were ahead there. So, but yeah, it's not that hard to get a Relic character. Yeah, the guy that Relic the Ewoks decided to do it because of Arnold. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe Ewoks are good. I sure catch your opponents off guard having Relic Ewoks on defense in Grand Arena. Upgrade Piet to 4 stars. I have enough shards to do it. I just haven't done it yet. Yeah. Even failure can be fun. Well, I hope so. Because if you keep watching my stream long enough, definitely going to be some experimentation going on that doesn't always work out. I never actually experienced this Anakin damage against my team because I run bounty hunters with Bosk lead against Padme. Yeah, no, I thought maybe I could show the idea against Padme. I didn't think that Yoda was going to die in one hit and Anakin was going to tear my team in half. But I'd love to know your thoughts on mod inventory. Okay. I opted to level any characters for Galactic Legend farms to 50. It puts me in mods to expand my options. Yeah, that's a way of doing it. My guild hasn't even cleared Heroic Sith Raid, but we got a guy who unlocked SLKR, so we should be able to do it soon. Yeah, so if you're not in a guild that's completing the Heroic Sith Raid, and that's something that you want to do, you either have to find a really cool guild that allows freeloaders, which they're out there, and especially if they know that you're going to play the game for a while and that you're going to be a good player. And if they say, what kind of teams are you building? And you say, well, I'm building Geos and I'm building a Padme team and I'm, planning to contribute to the guild. Some guilds will let you in just knowing that you're going to be a contributor. All right. I think he was going for C eventually. Yeah. So getting in a good guild early, I've said that in a couple of my videos, and you don't have to. It's not a like, let's say, a feat of great luck or anything. It's not a miracle. Just look around and talk to cool people and let them know that you know what you're doing, and somebody will let you into their guild. And then you can start collecting these pieces. My second Relic character is going to take a lot longer because now I've used up a bunch of those pieces that I had. All right, so review of the last arena loss. We got stuck on this team right here, I believe. No, it was the Padme team over here that kind of tripped us up. So we had to fight that twice and didn't have anything left over to fight these Geos. And he did get a full clear, so he took the victory on that Grand Arena round. And I imagine that I'm probably going to lose this round as well. When I scouted my opponent, you see this Relic Geo team, and I just don't have anything right now that can beat this Relic Geo team. But just for the fun of it, we're going to try. He's at 673 galactic power. Now, this account is even more extreme, I would say, than my account, right? He's building up these Geos. He's working on Phoenix, right? And you see everything here is incredibly lean. Like he hasn't even worked on many ships beyond just getting these things started. So I take comfort in knowing that he's behind on getting Zetas. If we go over and look at the account, then we've got the Phoenix, we've got the Geos, and then from there, he's got some kind of Jedi team. He's got some kind of Empire team with Tarkin, and he's got a Thrawn in here somewhere. But the power of his characters drops off pretty fast. But you all can see, when you have an account like this with very focused teams, just having one or two teams that are really tough, and that's hard to beat. So for where I'm at right now, I don't know if I can beat this guy. So what I did is I said, the heck with it. And we put the bounty hunters on defense here, just to have something that's not terrible. Put our Geos over here, and we put a trash team back here. And if he full clears us, that would have meant he would have kept the Geos, but you can see the Geos over here, so we know that's not the case. So I think my Geos will stop him. And this fleet's not too shabby. We got 3 decent ships in starter with a capital ship that's okay-ish. So he'll have to fight his way through that. And here he put his Jedi team, and you can see the Grandmaster Yoda is, he's got some stuff on the Grandmaster Yoda, but that's 56,000 in total. And then we've got this monster Geo team over here, 98,000. Now this Sunfac is weak enough that we may be able to take him out in the background. But the fact that we have to target the Brute, I think, is going to stop us from doing anything, because the Brute stats come off of the Geo Brute Alpha stats. And this guy's got like 100,000, 110,000 protection. 75,000 health. He gets 15,000 more on every character for the leadership ability. 15,000 max health and max protection. So these guys have so much health and protection at this point that I don't think we can do it. But this is the team that I'm planning to play. We're gonna play the troopers, and we're gonna chuck out this stormtrooper, and we're gonna bring in Darth Vader. 78,000 galactic power. My troopers will all go, and when they run out of gas, his Brood Alpha is going to go. The only thing his Brood Alpha should do is the heal, because I'll have damaged enough characters that I think he'll do the heal. Get back some protection. And then the idea is when Vader goes, he's going to get stacks of Emperor's Trap, and these guys are also going to get stacks of Emperor's Trap. And while Vader's going, that should be about 60 to 70% turn meter for all of these guys every time he takes a turn, which means that I may get to interrupt and take another round of turns with my troopers before the Geos go. So let's get over here and take a look. I've got 33 viewers in the channel. I have 6 likes. I don't think I'm ready to start the stream yet. Somebody's got to stab that like button, pull out a lightsaber, pull out a laser gun, crossbow, whatever you got, shoot that like button, stab it, kill it, get it out of here. And then we can do our first battle. All right. I see some likes going up. 7 likes now, yeah. Thank you, sir. All right, are we ready to start the first battle of the day? Here we go. Let's make sure we're in against the Geos. I don't want to misclick and be in the wrong place. All right. And we've got our Jedi saved up to go against their Jedi. So regardless of how this battle comes out, we're going to be okay. Snowtrooper, Vader, Veer, Stark, Piet. Send him in. I stabbed it. Nice. All right, here we go. Power up. We'll give this to... Who do we want to give it to? I'm going to give it to Snowtrooper, and this might be a risk, but I don't want that Brute attacking into everybody else. So there we go. Ooh, that really hurt. That really hurt. Okay, that might be it. Wow. Wow. Not even close. Wow, that Brute hit like a truck. Yeah. Okay, so we gave it a try. Piet ability to snow. Yeah. Yep. Well, we gave it a try. I'm seeing the comments now on delay. Yeah. Yep. That was brutal. All right, so we've only got 55,000 in our Jedi squad. And he does have Bastila. And he's got a bigger Grandmaster Yoda. He's got 56,000 galactic power in this somehow, with a bunch of Gear 7 characters. That is weird. How big is this Yoda? 1,500. Medium fast. I think I have to take in my whole team. And even then, I don't know. See, I only have 55,000 galactic power. I guess that's because I'm not 7 stars on some of my characters. He didn't hit like a truck, he hit like a plane. Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, dang. Bastila has no protection, but she still gets the bonus protection. I think Yoda's the threat, right? And I just think we need to hit him hard right from the start. What has gone wrong? Because my Bastila should be the fastest on this team. I modded her that way. This I do not understand. Seriously do not understand. Huh. Something weird's going on. I don't think I changed her mods. Maybe she's half modded or something. Maybe that's why my galactic power's so low. Don't know. That doesn't make sense. I've got a video of me modding her. All right. Let's stun Bastila. Or not. Tap. Crush. Don't think I'll need taunt yet. Get back around to Yoda here soon. Alright, let's get this Ahsoka. Alright, just keep working them. Get some more protection. Take away... Oh, can't take away buffs because we're not Galactic Republic. Let's give that foresight to everybody. That's nice. Alright. Getting them out of here. We'll do that first because we can. Do that. Okay, 60 banners. Maybe Yoda gained turn meter. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I gotta go back and check and see what happened with my team there. I can't see it from here. I'll check afterwards. Let's see what we got for ships. Easy. Oh boy. 58,000 galactic power of ships. Well, I don't have a choice, right? I have to take a capital ship and 3 ships in. I can't do anything different than that. But we won't bring any reinforcements. We will just... Didn't need Big Ben. Yeah, but the galactic power on those... My team and his team was so close. I don't want to... I would rather overkill it than try for that one last banner. Let's see. Let's do this. And then target him, get him out of here. Get the assist on Ahsoka. poke him. Come on, soldier. Give me an assist. No love. All right. All right. 64 banners on ships. Easy. So, because he put his Geos over here and his Jedi here, all he's got left over here, I mean, he's got Phoenix, but I don't think his Phoenix can take on my Geos, right? I don't think that's a good matchup. If he takes Phoenix through here, he'll clear them with no problem. But then maybe he gets hung up a little bit on ships because I've still got 138,000 in ships on defense. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll win after all. But that that Geo battle was a disaster, huh? But you guys can see how powerful it is to get a relic character at low galactic power. I mean, that is literally the definition of how to get into a good guild right here. Boom. Do that. Get this set up so that you can contribute to the GOTBs and you can get into a decent guild, no problem. You can get into it before that, but this is that certainly will help your case with applying for a guild. All right. So, what other questions did we have over here? Use the Red Trooper versus the Geos. Yeah, these guys are I mean, you saw how that brute was hitting. That's there's nothing in my roster that's going to stand up to that. Snow Trooper's, I think, my only Gear 12 character right now, and he just got destroyed. So, if you're having someone starting out, farm 3 or 4 teams on light side, dark side for events. Which would you suggest for each and why? Territory battles, assault battles, conquest, galactic challenges, etc. Well, the bounty hunters get a nod right away. A bounty hunter team or a scoundrel team is going to help you with credit heist. It's going to help you with several of the different things. Jedi, there's a lot of events in the game. There's a lot of different things that require a Jedi team. So the Jedi team is a great generic team for doing events, for sure. Empire, whether it's troopers or just some generic Empire team with Palpatine, Vader, Thrawn, whatever, certainly fits the bill. And then Geos, because they're good. When you look to things like the galactic challenges, it says you need a full team of Jedi and you need to get critical hits and all of that stuff. But I don't have a team that can beat that on Tier 7. So I just go in there with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and get the win with a full team and then drop a character off and get the team, with a undersized team and get all my critical hits and finish everything up and then, do what I can for the other star. So the Geos are one of those teams that will, they'll clear Tier 4 before I think just about any other team can clear Tier 4 in the Galactic Challenge event. So, yeah, that gives you 3 dark side teams, though, right? So Bounty Hunters, Empire, and Geos would be 3 dark side teams. So if you need another light side team, the clones for events and such, the clones can punch way above their weight. So they're one of those teams that, at 100,000 galactic power, they play like 150,000. And, at 45,000 galactic power, they play like 75. They definitely feel like they do more work than their galactic power. So for another good guy team, if you're just generically wanting to focus on guild type stuff, assault battles, conquest, the clone team would definitely get my vote as one of the best solid teams out there. Padme, of course, any team under Padme is good, but I think, starting out, like you say, starting out farming, definitely start out farming the Jedi team, put Ahsoka and Anakin on there. And at some point when they're big enough and you have Padme, then you can convert that to a Padme team. What counters Jedi Revan and Bastila? Jedi Revan, I would use my Padme team against Jedi Revan. You don't typically see Jedi Revan on defense. It's less common now than it used to be because the the Jedi Knight Revan team does counter a lot of things like Grievous. So that's definitely a good thing. If you have Bastila in the lead for a Jedi team with characters like Revan and Luke, I think that's one of the hardest teams to beat right now, because all of the bonus protection from Padme together with the savior from Revan is incredibly difficult. But at a low level, I would say if you're fighting low-level Jedi, certainly other Jedi are a good bet. You saw how that worked out. Padme is a good bet. Empire can do fine. I wouldn't be afraid to take my clones in against that. So, watched your beginner mod video today. Amazing tips. Yeah, thanks. So, I mean, mods really aren't that bad if you get a system, you know. In my update videos, I'm telling people how much time I spend, and I just collect mods for the whole week, and I spend between a half hour and an hour once a week doing mods, and it's not bad. You know, it just, you got to know that you're going for it and make a plan to farm those mods. And I've even got something that you guys might like. Check this out. I changed my blank screen. There we go. Farm your mods. All right. So let's take a quick look at an account. We have an account here from Eonixx. 4.7 million galactic power. This is a big account. 2 million in ships, 2.6 in characters. Huge. Number 2 rank in fleet, number 89 in arena. If we go to the inventory, we've got an Empire fleet. He's got Sith Eternal Emperor. You could see that on the starting screen. So he's going to have the ships with the Empire characters built up. And this is what I was talking about, you know, with ships, especially with these prerequisite ships, stuff like this. Commit and do the whole thing or not at all. So when I see a ship like this, 67,000 galactic power, it's a huge chunk. It's only at 5 stars. You know, finish that out. You got that much galactic power sunk into this thing already. You know, take it all away. He's got a good Millennium Falcon here, a bunch of Galactic Republic ships, a bunch of stuff in the middle here, a bunch of pilotless ships. You can see he's got the Y-Wing, the Hyena Bomber, the Vulture Droid, all that stuff, Rebel Y-Wing. Those are good ships. The best ships to farm in their individual factions, just because they're cheap on galactic power and they really do a good job. They really design those tanks well. And he's got a 7-star Malevolence and Negotiator and Chimera Executrix maxed out. So he's got like 6 fleets. I don't have too much advice for him on ships other than, you know, finish out your Emperor shuttle. And if you really want to take this Rebel fleet to the next level, you are going to have to commit to this Biston's U-Wing. And I know Biston and the Rebel aren't that great of characters, but this ship will take your Rebel fleet to the next level. All right. Here we see Sith Eternal Emperor, Skywalker, Vader, 5s, Malak. So just this top row of characters, you know, just cut those out and put them into your account. Oh, it's not working. I can't do it. That's too bad. All right. But these these are characters that we all want, right? So a lot of speed on the Galactic Emperor, and he's got offense. Speed on the Arrow, high-speed secondaries, high-speed secondaries. And this is another one of those mods where he's been hitting it with the upgrades, and he's got, you know, 3 sunk into it and still hasn't hit the speed yet. That's so frustrating. You got to do it. He did it once and he got his speed upgrade, so 23 speed. Good job, man. So overall, almost 500 speed, a bunch of health. I typically see Palpatine with some protection, but I'm sure the health is fine. He gets a bonus to his health from being a galactic legend. Got a bunch of damage here, 10,000 damage. That's good for Palpatine, 114 on the potency. And yeah, so pretty good character. Pretty good. It's a galactic legend. It's awesome. All right, all maxed out. I will ask one question about the arena team. So when I look at the arena team with Trey lead, that can make sense to me. I get Malik in here. This isn't a bad team. And this is a team that can hold on the ladder pretty well. But when I see the 89 rank, I wonder how high you get to climb every day. And I think that if you put Wat Tambor in here, perhaps instead of Nihilus, I think you would see more success with this team. Either Nihilus or Scion, play around with that. But if you start out Wat Tambor, give Palpatine the tank tech, as soon as the match starts, he'll regenerate protection like crazy. And he can, from that point on, no matter what happens to the rest of your team, he can solo pretty much anything up to and including a SLKR team. So consider Wat Tambor as part of your arena team. All right. Let's just check chat here for a second. All right. Okay. I don't see any comments about this specific account too, but we'll keep going. So if I arrange by speed, of course Palpatine's going to stay up top. We get to see this Darth Revan, 341, monster speed on the Revan. Shakti, another good character that you want to be fast, 330 speed on her. Awesome. And he's got General Skywalker, so I imagine Shakti is being put in another team with a Jedi somewhere. And then Wat Tambor, he has a really fast Wat Tambor, and that's why I think this should definitely go in the arena team if it's, and maybe that's something that you're doing already. I don't know, but if you look at this, what is it, the shield generator at the start of your turn, recover 30% protection, dispel debuffs. You don't get the taunt part of it, and that's typically called tank tech, but that on Palpatine is sick because he's constantly stealing protection from everybody. His skill that drains people's protection gives that protection to him, right? So where is it? Sith Eternal recovers 2% protection at the start of enemy's turn. Linked enemies lose max protection, quadrupled for Jedi, and he gains 25% of the amount lost. So after a few turns with him draining people, his protection is through the roof. And if he's getting 70 or 30% of that back with Wat Tambor, it makes him just indestructible. What do his bounty hunters look like? Okay, we could take a look at that. We'll just get rid of this, go here for bounty hunters. So his bounty hunters are relatively low level. And he said that he's working on Chupio, so he's working on something for the Rebel team. So he's getting his Chupio up to gear. Where is it? Here. So he's working on this character. That's his current project, along with Wat Tambor. It looks like he finished his Wat Tambor to Relic. And he's kind of wondering what to do next as far as, both Grand Arena and just generically for guild help and all that stuff. So when I look at his account, the mods seem to be in pretty good order. You look at this Vader. I wanted to show you guys this Vader too, because he's got a 272 Vader with 8,600 damage. Yeah. Yes. He's got a really nice Vader. So he's got a lot of good stuff in this account. And he was looking, just for my opinion, what do I think the next steps are? So when I look here, one of the things I would say, with this many characters and this much galactic power, you have to be thinking about your second galactic legend. And when I looked at his First Order, it didn't look to me like he was going for Kylo. When I looked at Resistance, you know, there's some characters here, but it doesn't look to me like he's going for Rey. So I did look for Wampa, and he's there. And we looked for Hermit Yoda, and he's there. So if you have Hermit Yoda at 7 stars and you have Wampa at 7 stars and you have this much stuff, it makes sense to me to make Jedi Knight Luke your next project, and then from Jedi Knight Luke go into Jedi Master Luke as your second Galactic Legend. And you can pick some of these other, you know, smaller projects to work on if you want, like Bounty Hunters. For where you're at, you know, you've got plenty of stuff. You don't really need Bounty Hunters. I would say a better bet for you if you want to do a side project other than what I'm talking about is go for the Mandalorian Beskar armor. They've made it pretty clear that they're going to milk that character for all he's worth. I don't know what's coming next in the game, but they built that character. They've made him required for a bunch of stuff, and now they're going to give him a ship. And the ship looks like it could be quite a good ship to have, so I think, you know, at least get that Beskar armor Mandalorian unlocked if you want to go that route. I would say Jedi Knight Luke and Jedi Master Luke would be the overall plan for me. That would strengthen your light side, give you a couple more good teams to work with, and both of those characters are fabulous characters, end game stuff. It also helps you build a better Jedi team. For those who are playing light side territory battles, I feel like a professional heavyweight boxer when I'm playing the dark side TBs. You know, I get 4 wave clears in 4 different battles, and, you know, flexing. I feel good. I go into the light side territory battle, and I clear like 1 wave on 1 battle and 2 waves on another, and it just I feel like it feels bad. It feels like I really got to do a lot more with my light side team, and that Jedi Knight Luke really adds a lot of punch to your Jedi team, and will, you know, put you over the top for your wave clears on that light side TB. So that's my thoughts. All right. Close to Jedi Knight Luke also, yeah, definitely. Jedi Knight Revan is one of the top 5 teams, 5-10 teams in the game. Yeah, I think that both the Revans, if you took the top 10 teams in the game, of course, the Galactic Legends would have to be in there. But beyond that, like Padme is still good, Rebels are still good, the Revans are both still good. Troopers, I don't know if they're in the top 10, but man, they took a leap from being, you know, a mediocre team with Piet to being a pretty good team. Yeah. So there's a lot of these teams that still are top tier offenses and defenses. All right. If you're doing more, I'm on the waiting list. I have one more account that I'm planning to do tonight, but there are people that have been on the list for a long time and have been waiting and have recently asked. So I'm going to get it done at least in the live, and that way I know that their account reviews are done. All right, 49 viewers, 32 likes. I think we can do better than that, boys, unless there's 17 people that don't like me. All right, so if we look at the main account, we fought Captain Rex. Oh, I guess that wasn't this round, but we've already fought Captain Rex once, and we're fighting him again. All right, the last one was a loss. They got through my Supreme Leader in 2 battles. Once they took him down, then the rest followed. My fleet did pretty good over here. I pulled in a couple reinforcements, so cost him some banners over there, but you know, at that point it wasn't enough. We got to fail on that Skywalker team over here. That's where we got stuck. My bounty hunter gimmick didn't work because I messed up my mods on Mandalorian. But I reset the mods now. I think we'll be in good shape for future Grand Arena events. So hopefully won't see that fiasco again. But that's how we learn, right? We just got to do it. All right, so Rex, 1.9 in fleet's about the same. 2.4 in characters. I think I've got him on characters by just a little bit. If we look at his status, he's obviously doing good. He's got a Galactic Legend Ray over here. He's got a good fleet. So if we look at his stuff, you know, he's going to have 3 full fleets at least. He's got Ray's Millennium Falcon here, so he's potentially got even 4 fleets. He's got the Radis started over here with the Ray. So he's got at least these 3 fleets, and then, you know, Executrix, the Finalizer, Home 1, he's able to make another fleet for defense and for sure another cleanup fleet. So he's kind of in the same position or better than we are in fleets. For his account, we got Galactic Legend Ray, General Skywalker, Vader. So a lot of meta teams, tons of stuff with his good guys. And his resistance characters are pretty well done. So this looks like a pretty tough fight. His Rex is pretty fast, so I was worried about that. So what I did is I came in here and I said, okay, I'm gonna cost you banners. So if he brings his Galactic Legend on offense to beat my SLKR, then I want there to be enough good teams that he's gonna run out of teams. So I put a really beefy defense. I did my leftover first order along with my first order here. Up here, I sacrificed both my Padme team and also my Mon Mothma team, so I had two more good teams here along with my... this isn't necessarily a high galactic power team, but this team is good at stealing banners. Just a bunch of droids and BB-8 to make them go fast. And then I put my Geos on the back wall along with another, you know, team that's got at least a Relic Dooku on it. So these aren't freebies either. There's no freebies to be had on my side of the board. And if he put his Galactic Legend Ray on defense, then again, I don't want to be stuck with a whole bunch of offensive teams that I can't use in inventory, so there's no reason to have a bunch of offense if I can't use it. So then if we look at his defensive teams, we've got Relict Grievous team. I think we're going to play the JKR against that. I like the way that worked out last time. Hopefully we won't get Hermit Yoda killed quite as fast this time and be able to get a few more banners. But I think we'll give that a try. This team, maybe Triumvirate or something. Night Sisters. We'll do Troopers if nothing else there. But I may have to use my Troopers for a different team. Bounty Hunters or Troopers. And then we've got his 2 good resistance teams over here. This team is okay. It's relic level characters, but it's leftovers, just like my leftover team. So it's you got to take something serious in against it. And then I'm debating doing my Troopers here on this resistance team, because we know that if we put Moff Gideon in with the Troopers, Rey, when Gideon first goes, he debuffs everybody. When Resistance ally gains a debuff, she gains turn meter. So he'll put Demoralize on, she'll gain 40% turn meter, and then Moff Gideon can immediately steal her turn meter, and then the Troopers can go crazy without too much fear. So I think this team is way above my Trooper team, but I think that may be the team that I have to take in here to try to get these guys taken care of. So what we have to do is we have to take a quick look at health. This guy is under 100,000, or right at 100,000. Oops. We got him, 110. Got her. Ew, 105. So they're all about the same, so I don't know who we're going to have to kill first if we do that. One of these guys will have to kill first, I'm sure. All right, so what do you guys think of troopers against this resistance team? You think that's going to work? What's your favorite Star Wars movie? Oh, I don't know. Everybody says The Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie. I will say I saw The Return of the Jedi in the theater as a kid, and yeah, that's got to be my favorite movie because that's where I first learned about Star Wars, and I hadn't seen the other two movies. I grew up in the middle of nowhere, South Dakota, and on a farm, so I wasn't educated in the ways of popular culture. But man, when I saw Return of the Jedi in the theater, I went home and played with my Lego blocks and painted a character like Boba Fett and painted one like Darth Vader, and I made Star Wars out of my Lego blocks. So I'd have to say that's my favorite movie. And when they brought Luke back, it was a lot of people had the same kind of response, I think, but it was very, as soon as that X-wing flew up in the Mandalorian, man, I had an idea what was going to happen, and I got pretty excited. So yeah, I think Luke's a hero. All right. Nobody's making any comment. Oh, I like the troopers against that. Yes. All right. Okay, so should we start with that battle then? Let's go ahead and start with the troopers over here. See what happens. And we've still got this range trooper here, the token range trooper. All right. All right, here we go. First battle of my Division 2 Grand Arena. There she got her turn meter, and there we take it away. All right. We don't have the veterans on this team, so I think I could just kill her first, right? I think so. What's going on here? Come on. Okay. That worked out nicely. Let's go over here. Man. Does it get any better than this? Taking a team that's way higher galactic power than we are and making it look shabby. Yeah, you can go over there and tap Gideon. Wow. Wow. I gotta say, that was better than expected. Perfect. Yeah. That was sweet. 134,000 galactic power worth of resistance. Cool. All right. We might have to Vader this or something. Let's see. Maybe bounty hunters. Do we have anything over here that we have to bounty hunter? Maybe these. I don't see anything that I need to Vader, right? I don't see anything that I need to Vader. So can I just Vader these guys? I think I should be able to Vader these, right? We're not going to go in weak though. We're going to go in with a team that's meant to get banners. Palpatine lead. Throw on Vader. And we'll throw in a tank just in case there's some counterattacks or stuff that I'm not thinking about. And we've got Shore Trooper. 105,000 galactic power, roughly equal. Save Vader for the back. Nest the Finn team. This team has stuns on it and extra potency from the lead, so I can't nest it. They'll just stun me into the dirt. I'll never get to take a turn or a counterattack. So no, I can't nest it. Save Vader for the back wall. Beware of the back wall. Yeah, I've got clones. I've got a bunch of stuff left for the back wall. And the only thing that he could be doing on the back wall that would be tricky is if he put his Jedi Ray back there, or his Galactic Legend Ray. And if he did that, then I feel like, boy, I've got this one, right? I've got it one in that case. So I don't want to go in light against this team. I think if you don't pay attention, you end up losing. All right, so I think what we're going to do is kick Holdo right off the bat. We don't want to have to deal with taunt. This should get us a free turn. Merciless Massacre. We're just going to Culling Blade him right off the bat. And then tap. Tap. Do that on Holdo. And then call the pilot. Ability block him. Zappy Zappy. More Zappy Zappy. Keep the taunt up. More on him. More Zappy. If I pass it over to Vader, he's just going to take a turn anyway, so I think I'll try to lower Holdo's armor. Okay. Don't get a turn, man. I need to stun you. No, come on. Don't steal banners. That's not cool. All right, here we go. Get him. Get her. Finish him off. One banner short. Yeah. All right. Cool. What do we have on the back wall? That's a nestable offense right there. And then a bounty hunter team. Bounty hunter team. We can clone that bounty hunter team. If nothing else, we can nest that. So let's figure out how to get through this front wall next. You should force crush before entering Merciless. At the end there was only 3 characters, so if I did the force crush, then I wouldn't have got another turn right away. So that's why I chose to do it that way. I could have force crushed and probably I may have got back around to another turn. Maybe. All right. Well, this is our next big challenge, right? We're going to try again with this Jedi team and take out Ezra and put in Hermit Yoda. That's what we did last time on the advice of some friendly folks in the channel. My Hermit Yoda got popped real quick for Savior, but let's see if we can do it better this time. All right, send him in. Here we go. And I think I have a little better order that I want to do stuff in this time. Let's see. Yoda goes first. Yoda doesn't go first. Yoda's not my first character. This is weird. This is the second time I've had something weird happen on speed tonight. Revan is faster than Yoda. I don't understand. Do not understand. Well, let's just you and I go over here for a visit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pass it around to Bastila. She's going to pass it over to Yoda. Okay. I don't think Savior went yet. Well, there we go. That's the Grand Arena. That is not good. That is not good. So Thrawn went first too. Yeah, Thrawn's actually so much faster than Vader that he goes first. He's 311 on speed, I think. So my Thrawn should go before the Vader. All right. I at least get credit for that kill? No. It gives me nothing and resets the whole battle. What else do we have that can come in here? Can the Triumvirate do anything there? Let's see, we've got clones. Clones can give them hell. I don't know if I can give them hell at this relic level, though. We do have the rebel team that we could potentially take in against those bounty hunters. So, what's second string against this team? Triumvirate or clones? I don't think Triumvirate gets enough turns. I think we got to do clones. Phew. For anybody who doesn't know, you play on BlueStacks emulator in order to be able to show this on live stream. But BlueStacks is prone to occasionally doing what you saw there and just crashing out. So it's a risk we take, I guess. All right, this is my clone bomb team. We're punching up way up. We've got a Relic 5s that's just built for this and a bunch of lousy clones. Shakti will die very early in this combat. We just gotta get him going. All right, turn meter. I am going to taunt because I at least want to take some of the heat at first. Even knowing that we're going to get him killed pretty soon. Well, there goes the taunt. All right, we'll give it over to Rexy. Rex. All right. Give this over to Echo. And Rex again. I'm going to go ahead and throw this to get it off of Droideka. Not that it's going to help me that much, I don't think. All right. There we go. C5s. All right. Now, let's get this B2 out of here. Okay. Now let's get this. Let's give him a little protection back so we can stay in the fight. Let's see what we can do with this Droideka. Okay. Come on, Rex. One more turn. Rexy says, one more turn. There goes Shock. Oh, come on. The counterattack. The counterattack for the loss. Can't target Grievous now. Got to take a bunch of turns. All right. This should be a win. Get out of here. Okay. We're in recovery mode. But he also played a bunch of good defenses. So at this point, if we have another crash, could very well be game, set, match for us. All right. Against these, I like the Triumvirate. I like the Triumvirate just because we can isolate Kylo Ren unmasked and keep him from doing all kinds of counterattacks and taunting and just basically get him out of the way. The rest of the team typically doesn't do enough damage to scare me. So let's just take a second, stall harder, like Arnold says. I'm new to the game. Does it mean you lost the battle? Yeah, it counts as a withdrawal when you quit out. Bro, you are calm and collected. Well, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, after the fact, something like that happens. You can't go back and change it. NOK Counterless says gas or Shock T clones is good for GG. I don't have gas. I do have clones, so clones were good. They can win. I figured they could win, but it's a very low banner situation. Especially, I guess it doesn't really matter when you've already lost once, but yeah, it cost us some banners. All right. Relic Triumvirate. Fun stuff. All right. So let's take away those buffs. Again, my Traya is faster than my Scion. Why is my Scion going first? I do not understand what's going on in this game tonight. I really don't. All right. Here's Hux. Give me some of that cooldown. Yeah, the Sith Empire Trooper is just there so that we can get things underway. He's just there to soak up some of the first hits. That's what he did. That's all he's there for. All right, get rid of Lobster Boy. Then we'll work on Hux next. Give him the big one. Steal all that stuff. All right, Hux. You're on my nerves. Get off. We'll go over here and take him out. Held by hatred. I don't know if that's enough to kill everybody. Let's just do this. All right, and then the officer. Officer and a gentleman. All right, what do we do here? They both got pain on them. We'll just do that, gain back some protection. We'll keep the isolation where it is. Grab all that. All right. Get back some protection here. What do we got? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. And whenever the Annihilate comes up, he'll run over there, and Kylo Ren unmasked will be nothing but an afterthought. All right. I taught him that. I taught him that move. Yeah, he came to see the holocrons, and he learned that trick from me. Scoot over there and annihilate your enemy. All right, so what do we got against these Night Sisters? Bounty Hunters. We still got our Bounty Hunter team. They don't have the silly Initiate to go under stealth. So if we do Bounty Hunters over here, we got Nest, and we still got something. Rebels, we'll figure something out for those guys. All right, so Bounty Hunters it is over here. And my Bounty Hunters are decently fast, so I think we'll be okay. I think we'll get quite a few turns before they do. Garif and Boba. Boba with his Annihilation Missile. All right, here we go. Send him in. I like Aurra Sing lead because the initial stealth is fun. Her contract is up so fast. And this ability hits hard. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. All right. Let's get the stun on Talzin. Took her all the way down. Yep, they took away Grief's turn meter. So that's inconvenient. I wonder if he's got enough to kill her. Yeah, there we go. So now this... So we killed the zombie again to get rid of the taunt. Alright, let's get under stealth. Let's get rid of Asajj. Or at least hurt her. Okay. All we need is for Grief Karga to take a turn, and we'll be good. I think. Let's vaporize Daka, get her out of here. Alright. This should be good. Now the plague's all gone. Now we'll kill her. Although I think she gets another revive. Yep. Alright, there's that. Let's missile her to the face. Finish that off. And it should be 60 banners. Yeah. 1 rocket, 1 kill. 4 rockets, 4 kills. However that works out. Nice. Alright, so we've opened up the ships. Cool. What do we got back here? The Radis and a Thrawn fleet with some Geos and a big Bosk. That Bosk is not big. Okay. 412 on fleets with Cure 12 characters. Not too bad. This fleet, I think, is more threatening. Clone Sergeant? Rex? I think we'll have to take our finalizer in against Holdo. Doesn't exactly leave us what we want for the Thrawn fleet, but I think we're going to have to work with it. All right. Radis only has 3 reinforcements. Yeah, she gets to the ultimate ability and destroys her own capital ship before that 4th reinforcement is relevant. So typically that doesn't matter. All right. Nest. Okay. There is some small risk of losing here, but usually we do fine. Get it over here on the soldier. And just put it on auto. Go take a nap and wait to see if the Geospy gets lucky. That's how this battle works out. All right. So let's see what other questions we have over here. They should add Darth Bane to the game. Lobster boy. Yeah, you can't look at that red Sith trooper and not think of a lobster. He definitely looks like a lobster. All right, so Nest. Nest is not always solo. So for anybody who builds a Nest and wants to play a good Enfys Nest, there's a couple of other characters that you need to build to go with her on their leadership skills. One of them is Kira. Kira gives scoundrels plus 10 offense when they get a crit, stacking up to 30% until the end of combat. So if you have like a Padme matchup or something like that where your Nest might time out, you bring in Kira and she gets an additional 30% offense. Kira gets killed, but that does give you the ability to have enough offense to take that team out before it times out. The Padme matchup may not seem good because Nest takes all of the attacks out of turn, but there's so many buffs coming and going with her mechanics that by the end of the combat, she's got like plus 900 critical damage, and she's got enough to one-shot any character on that team, even with the attack out of turn thing. So, all right, let's get over here and visit Poggle. You're next on the hit list. I predict this will finish up right around 1 minute. I use Cura lead with Nest, Gear 12, L3, and IG11. Zeta Queel on defense, and it always gets holds. Yeah, the Queel Zeta is crazy good. Crazy good. I don't like Nest on defense just because because you can get high offense wins with her. So if I could take, 64 banners or 63 banners at an offensive win, or hold on defense, and that team will hold without Nest, I think, then I would rather take her on offense and get these banners. That is a juicy 63 banner win with one character. Can't pass that up. All right, so about all we've got left is Rebels. I don't want to underdog this team because if I underdog it and lose, bad things. I don't have anything to clean it up. So we're just going to take all the remaining relic characters in here and make sure that we've got enough firepower to do what must be done. All right, here we go. Nest is such an interesting character in the... Yeah, absolutely. All right, who do we need to do this? Do you think we can kill Dengar in one hit? I think we can. I think Dengar's a goner. Bye. See ya. All right. Then Django. We want to see what we can do with Django, hopefully before he gets that damage immunity going. Kill him with area effects. All right. Now we just got to kill him again. Kill him. And get some banners back. 55. Ugly. Ugly, but I do not want to get caught behind a stupid Bosk in timeout. All right. I'll lose this. Watch, I'll lose this whole thing by like 2 banners. And then I'll be sad I took those guys in. All right. So I think we've got to play our best fleet against her. Yeah. We'll take that. We'll take that. And the Radis likes to just play tanks and go long, so we are going to throw in this tie. Just in case it gets to that point and I can get it out before she does her ultimate. I think we'll get through this before she gets to her ultimate, though. I really do. Would you write off Squad Arena in a free-to-play account based on Grand Arena in order to keep the account streamlined as possible? I don't write off Squad Arena, but especially in a free-to-play account, when you first start out, it would be very misguided to think that you could get high placement in Squad Arena against people that are paying tons of money to play the game. So what you want to do is build your roster in the style that I'm proposing in my channel, which is, focus on a couple good teams. Have one really good defensive team, one really good offensive team. One of those teams is going to be your arena team. And for example, if you start out in a free-to-play account and you're somewhere in the top 1,000 on Squad Arena, you're fine. You're getting crystals every day. You're getting a refresh out of that. You got to get all the way to the top 100 before you get another 50 crystals and get another refresh out of that. So you do your thing and you build like 4 good teams for Grand Arena, and you just focus on 2 of them. And you can see that in the account that I'm building here. I'm focusing on the Geos and on the Troopers. So the Geos are my big defensive team. The Troopers are my big offense. And then I'm putting some effort into Jedi and into Darth Vader and stuff like that. But if you go crazy and you try to win Squad Arena, you just end up spending so much resources and chasing that. And as a free-to-play player, don't worry about it. You know, get you a good team together. Some people have been playing my method with using the pilots as your first stuff to make sure you get that Zeta challenge unlocked. And I've heard some people say that the Galactic Wars are pretty hard with that. So if you want a real easy time getting through the Galactic Wars, you can go ahead and start with Phoenix as one of your first squads. That's not bad. You can get Thrawn, and they'll help you with that Galactic War. So there's different stuff to do, but for Squad Arena, wouldn't worry too much about it. For Fleet Arena, get on in there. You can place high. Everybody underestimates Fleet Arena. Nobody wants to do it. It's the most hated game mode. So you can just walk in and get top 20. And that's what you should do. You should focus your efforts there. You get so much more loot and so much better loot over there. And those pilots that you build for Fleet will also serve you in Grand Arena and in events. All right, what do we want to do here? Let's just do the basic and give ourselves speed. Let's bring in this. And then I think my basic is going to be enough to kill that. And I'll save the assist for a minute here to see what we get. Alrighty. Chaff. No target locks for me. But guess what? Don't care about target locks so much. Alright, get an assist. Game, set, match. That was easy. Yeah, your channel made me want to start the account. Yeah, good. That's great. Cool. So let me expand on that just a little bit more. You know, I watch Arnold. I think most people do. He's very much the entertainer and you know, the go-to guy for a lot of the new information. And he's been having a debate over this whole, you know, go straight for a galactic legend or not stuff. And he's really focused on helping a guild. And in one of his videos, he said, if you're focused on Grand Arena, you're not helping your guild or something like that. And I don't think that's the case. I think the teams that you build for Grand Arena help your guild. If you build Geos, it's good for Grand Arena, it's good for your guild. If you build a Galactic Legend, it's good for Grand Arena, it's good for your guild. If you build clones, it's good for Grand Arena, it's good for your guild. So I think building an account in the style that's successful in Grand Arena is more just about picking a few teams, focusing on them, making those teams really good. And that's going to help your guild. Those are the kind of teams that clear the raids and do well. All right, where's Sunfac? Let's get Sunfac out there. Let's put in, we got that Houndstooth to deal with, right? So let's, once he's on fire, then we can bring this in as a reinforcement. This spy. We'll just play a lot of reinforcements because I don't know how long this is going to go. It shouldn't go that long. Man, I need banners back. Let's get rid of that and just put spy in. Is that the spy? Let me check. Yeah, okay. That gets us a couple more banners. But I do not want to run out of reinforcements against this guy. Okay, here we go. The other thing we could do is just save the Geos back and have a cleanup fleet. So if this doesn't work, then we have a cleanup fleet. Nah, cleanup fleet. That's silly. Who does that? Here we go. One can also put the Grand Arena teams in territory battles. Yeah, exactly. Spy soldier, we know he's going to reinforce with the Sunfac. We don't want to shoot the spy and put the spy under stealth because that gives him extra damage. And we do not want to give extra damage. Let's get a stun here. Let's just keep working on his health. Bring in the spy. Now we're going to bring in the vulture and go ahead and hit him with the buff immunity so that it's just nonsense and we're done with him. We're done with you. Get out of here. There's that Sunfac that I was expecting. No problems there. The fire puts the spy under stealth. That's inconvenient. Let's go with this. Okay. Make sure we keep target lock somewhere. All right, come on. That's not good. All right. Let's see if we can get rid of him. Big hit. All right, big hit again. Target lock on him, so I got taunt, right? Yes. Whew. Okay. Come on. Get him out of here. All right, we'll pick this and get rid of him. Victory. 60 banners. Okay. So another thing you'll see in Grand Arena is that a lot of guys don't want to play first. And, if he sees how many banners I have, then maybe he changes what he does and he knows exactly how many banners he needs to get. But he put a lot on defense. A lot. And I put a lot on defense. So he's got his Galactic Legend Rey, and he can take out my Galactic Kylo with that. But I just don't think he has enough offense. He's got Skywalker. That's fine. He can clear up my Padme team with Skywalker. But how is he going to get through the rest of this stuff and still be able to deal with these Geos on the back wall? That, I think, is where I'm going to get my hold, right there on those Geos. Because he's going to clear this. He's going to look at that. He's going to have to come back up here and deal with this to get fleets unlocked. And then, I don't know. This is going to be a close one, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be a close one. All right, so let's look at some other stuff. Maybe have a look at another account. I know that there's a person that's been asking me in the chat for an account review, but I do have another person who asked quite a while ago and has been toward the top of the list for quite some time. So I want to make sure that I get those folks their info before it's too late. And we do have a much better method set up for that now. I really have to thank Nabokov Fan and Darth Vader. Those guys have been doing a tremendous job with the Discord. I can't even call it my Discord anymore because it's more their Discord than it is mine. And, it's really awesome. It's awesome to have people who really know their stuff, who are willing to help you out and make things better for everybody. So I can't thank those guys enough. The Discord's looking great. And they've got a form now. So if you want an account review, there's actually a little form that you can fill out. It fills into a spreadsheet for me so I can, look at that stuff. And we're kind of trying to give people two different options here. And one of them is, if you want me to do an account review like this and you just want to be on the list and whenever I get to it, that's cool. You can do that. But also if you're just a player who's looking for a little bit of help and advice and what's the next direction to go, you can put that in the form and there's some other people in the Discord in our community who are very good players. They know their stuff. They're going to give you good advice. And, we could get some help from those people just to point people in the right direction and help them out. So If you want an account review and you signed up recently in the channel, you can go in there and fill that form out instead, and that's going to help me out a lot. So I appreciate what these guys have done for the Discord, and I appreciate the upgrade and convenience and control. So thanks. All right. So here is another account, John Skyhunter. Tactical genius. All right. Nabokov said we're working on images after Discord. Yeah. Get a little bit of art going on. Brand the channel a little bit better. All right, John Skyhunter, rank 4 in fleets, so we don't get too much advice for people who are rank 4 in fleets, and then 186 in arena. So if we go in here to the stats, 1 million in fleets, just over 1 million in character power. This is really heavy on fleet. So, and you can see that, right? He's got a lot better score in fleet than he does in the arena part of it. So one of the risks with getting good fleet, I've told everybody before that I did this in the past. You know, I opened up a lot of ships and just had a whole bunch of ships like this. And a lot of these ships at this mediocre galactic power aren't terribly helpful. I assume that he's working on these pilotless ships, so that's good. And then the capital ships, we don't even have a relic pilot in the capital ships yet. So that's something I would say, you know, pick whichever one is going to be your main fleet and relic your pilot. Obviously, it's not too much of a problem because he's number 4 in fleet arena. So, you know, in that regard, keep doing what you're doing. When I look at the account, we've got Kylo Ren unmasked up here, Emperor Palpatine, Vader. I see First Officer Kylo Ren. That makes me think that we're probably thinking about Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And sure enough, you can see we've got stars across the whole crew here. And we've got Hux as a project. So he's gearing up and working toward First Order, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And I approve of that. That's a good thing. What I would say in looking at the account, it's going to take you months to finish out your First Order. I would stop off and finish off this Padme first and improve your score in Squad Arena, because, you know, I just said not to focus that much on Squad Arena, but you can get a much better placement in Squad Arena for the cost of one character. And this Padme, you want health, more health, stacking health, tons of health, and I don't see that. We have a little bit of health here, but you know, even on the circle and stuff like that, health there, you need that to be maxed out on health. You need that to be health instead of protection. What I'm talking about with this mod, it's not a health mod. So you got a health mod here, but a offense mod here. And I understand that this has 16 speed and we're trying to make Padme fast. But in this case, you know, I would take an 11 speed health mod down here and keep stacking the health bonuses for Padme. So this is 16% health. You guys can see it jumps from less than 6% to 16% when you 6 dot it. So you got to get these mods on Padme. You got to get those to 6 dots, get that massive health, and that's going to make your arena team jump up a lot. You know, who's the last character you have to relic there? Kenobi, I think. Yeah, Kenobi can wait. It's okay. He's not quite as critical to the team as getting this Padme relicked. But with these 3 at relic 5, you should easily be able to climb up over 100 in your arena shard. I'm on a pretty well developed shard, and the top teams are pretty much all galactic legends, and there's still a couple Padme teams that can score top if they want to. Those Padme teams can still climb on offense against galactic legends. So that team is definitely nothing to be sneezed at. All right, so if we take this account and we look at it by speed, we've got Grandmaster Yoda here at the top, 290 speed. if I see an account that's 2 million galactic power and there's not a single character over 300 speed, then, I got to flash this message back up again. To be fair, farm your mods, We get speed, we get decent speed substats in some of these. And if I remember correctly from looking at the account, there were quite a few speed mods that had decent speed subs like this. It's already got a hit on speed. This already has a hit on speed. These mods have potential to be even better. So I think one of the things you got to do for mods is farm your slicing materials. You want to build a good inventory of mods, but once you have mods like this with potential, 1 or 2 of those a week, slice them up. And not 10 of them. Don't just go crazy and farm slicing materials and go for 10. But 1 or 2 days a week, farm slicing materials. Hit a couple of these things, especially the ones that have like 2 or 3 speed rolls on them. If you hit this with a slice 1 out of 4 times. So if you have 4 mods like this and you slice 4 of them, statistically, 1 out of those 4, will turn into a 13, 14 speed mod for you. And getting those mods is the next step. So I would say this account is at the place where you still got to farm mods, but you have to start splitting between, some slicing materials. And then if we look at this Jedi Knight Anakin, that's your second fastest character. And I'll open this up to the chat. Feel free to correct me or say anything you want, guys. But typically, I would not invest this much speed in Anakin. There's other characters who would like this set, but with Anakin, I would do potency down here, offense, crit chance, crit damage on the triangle. I would put speed on the arrow just to get him going fast enough. The good thing about this is if he's faster than the opposing team, he can go before the opposing team. And then if anybody gets knocked low, he gets a bonus turn, right? But that works the same way if his speed is 180, right? So let's say we took away 100 speed and just had him at 180 speed, and the opposing team goes and knocks you down, you still get the bonus turn. So for me, this mod set is great for another character. Maybe your Hux when you get your Hux built, something like that. If you're gonna invest in this Moff Gideon, maybe Moff Gideon, but those speedy old mods that are on him, I would put them on somebody else, and I would give him straight damage mods. So crit damage set, in my opinion, yeah. So I need to get a siren to go with the farm your mods graphic. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe get some kind of annoying sound to go along with it, or maybe a very peaceful sound. Farm your mods, and it's the sound of calm and peace and bliss. And now, who am I kidding? Listen, mod victory, owning Sector 5. That's a victory march, right? That's that's good stuff. So, in regards to this account, I would say not too much advice in the way of what to build and what to do. Keep your focus. Don't go all over the place. You've got a lot of projects that you could work on. You got geos, you got a lot of stuff, but I would say stay the course. If this Geo Brood Alpha gets its last piece, take them to Gear 12. Fine, yeah, that's fine. Do all that stuff. But I would say just focus on that First Order team. Keep working on getting your Kylo Ren. The only thing I would stop off for in between is to get this Padme relict, and get maybe Jedi Knight Anakin to Relic 7 if you can. But other than that, I would just keep burning on that First Order Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Once that's in your account, number 1 will be the score in your arena rank, and the game will open up for you from there. All right, do we have any other questions? I just got Padme and Revan 7 stars yesterday. Who should I Zeta first? I assume you mean Jedi Knight Revan. If you've already got your Ahsoka and Anakin built for the Padme team, I would definitely Zeta Padme first. She is a better, more well-rounded team. If you've got Jolie Bindo with a Zeta already maxed, then you would build your Revan team. So that depends. Both teams are relatively the same power. Yeah, I would go with Padme first then. If it's roughly the same, I would go with Padme because Revan really needs all three of his Zetas. Padme can function with one, and then get the second one later. I can't remember exactly which one goes first. Maybe somebody in the chat could help me with that, but let's see. Let's see if we can look at Padme, which one has to go first. Yeah, I think it's this one, right? Yep. Light side allies resist all debuffs and can't be critically hit. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, I think the Unwavering Courage is the one you have to do first. And then you follow that with Always a Choice. All right, Darth Vader's in. What's up, bud? Maybe you can answer the question. If you're relicking Padme, which one goes first? Chicken or the egg? I think it's this one. Yep. So let's look at my Padme real quick. So her health is, boosted. A little bit of protection up, but we've got quite a bit of health on her. So we've got health here. We actually got defense on the cross and defense on the triangle. And so this is something that happens once you get into higher relic levels and you want to put characters on defense. What ends up happening, there's a calculation that you can call time to life. It's armor reduces the amount of damage that you take. And if you're getting protection and health back and buffs or whatever, let's say you had her base armor, which is like, 48% or something like that. The difference between that and this is about 20% less damage that she takes on a hit. So if she gets a certain amount of protection back at this armor, that protection can be up to 20% less, and it'll be the same in terms of the amount of damage that she'll take with the next hit. So because of that, and it's kind of hard to explain without showing the math behind it, but because of the way Padme works, once you get above a certain, about 65,000 health, I think, you're actually better off getting more armor on her than you are getting more health. It helps her stay alive longer. It doesn't do as well for her buffs and making sure that all that stuff stays up, but the armor is helpful. All right. What do we have over here? Unwavering first? Okay, yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's been about an hour and a half in the stream. And I appreciate you guys all watching. I hope you had fun tonight. We got to play some interesting things in Grand Arena. We got to recover from a game crash and still managed to get a clear. So that was fun. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Join us over on the Discord. And if you want a count review, get on in there, fill out that little form, and get yourself on the list. Thank you all.